Today we're going to talk about the famous gift of Ayurveda to the world. This is a medicine that increases the sattva gun of the mind. We all know sattvata or sattva gun. Intelligence is one of the most important factor when it comes to preventing a problem as well as curing a disease that is said as incurable. When it comes to treating an incurable condition, even the speed of recovery depends on the sattvata of a person. How strong the person is mentally, how he looks at the disease, how much we focus on the problem, how we follow the treatment protocol. Sattvata is something that plays utmost important when it comes to treating a disease. And this is a medicine that does the same thing naturally. It increases the sattva gun of the mind. And not just with the mind, but it has a lot of anti-aging properties, best antioxidant herb, many other benefits we're going to discuss in this video. My dear friends, we're talking about Bacopa manaria, which is commonly known as Brahmi in Ayurveda. Let's understand about Brahmi in this particular video. Namaste everyone, welcome to Jyovis Hospital of Ayurveda and Aesthetic Center, Mumbai. We're talking about the properties of Brahmi. It is said as Brahmi is tikta kashai rasatmak. It is bitter and astringent in taste. It is of Shita Virya, cool in potency. The special effect, the prabhav explained in Ayurveda is medhya, which means it improves intelligence. It is said that from all the foods we eat, the ahar ras is formed. And from the ahar ras, the first tissue of the body, the rasa dhatu gets the right nourishment. We all know about the sapta dhatu. The rasa rakta mas med asti majja shukra for males and artha for female. In Ayurveda, it is beautifully explained as Chintanam cha ati chintanat rasa vahinya dushyanti, which means chinta, excess of stress, worry. It disrupts the rasa vahas trotas, the nutrients that have been carried to the rasa dhatu. The channels are called as the rasa vahas trotas. So because of the excess of stress, there is a disruption in these channels. Hence, the rasa dhatu doesn't get the right nourishment that it requires. If the rasa dhatu doesn't get the right nourishment, the rakta mas med asti majja shukra for males and artha for female, all these tissues will not get the right nourishment that it needs. Tissues are those that hold our body, so they are very, very important. The stan of the first tissue, rasa dhatu, is said in the hriday. The stan of mind, is also said in the hriday. So if these two factors are imbalanced, we see the entire system starts getting imbalanced. So very important is the mind. Hence we say mind over body. Mind is something where we need to put the water on. Hence for such obsessive compulsive disorders or conditions where stress, anxiety, MDP, OCT, all these conditions are seen, Bacopa is very, very useful. There was a study which was conducted, which was a 12-week trial on Bacopa, which was conducted in Khon Kaen University in Thailand, where it was seen that Brahmi is very, very effective for such condition. If the condition is very severe, if it is since a very, very long time, if the patient is on various different psychiatric medicines already, then alone Brahmi may not be effective, let me tell you. You require a combination of other medhya dravyas like the vacha, there is the shankapushpi, there is jatamausi, and so many different combinations or extracts or rasa ushadis, or so many different procedures, shirodhara, shirobasti, nasya. There are a combination of procedures that are important, but overall Brahmi is very effective. We also see Brahmi, it is said as, Jwaragna in conditions of fever. It is said as Shotahar. It is said as Panduhar, which means in anemia, in reducing the swelling. For diabetes, it is said that, Pramehar, for diabetes, very, very effective. In diabetes, we see that stress factor plays a very, very important role. Sugar is absolutely normal. There is some stressful condition and the sugar just shoots up. Brahmi is the medicine that works great. For patients of, hypertension, Brahmi is one of the best for such patients. Patients always, whether they are on a proper Ayurvedic treatment, but if they are taking a dose, a regular dependable dose, then they always have Brahmi next to them as a support to take care of the complications of the disease as well as the dependable medicine that they are taking. Hence, Brahmi is very effective. It is a coolant, hence it cools down the body. It provides the nutrition to the rasa dhatu. It is said that it balances the vat and the pitta dosha. We see patients of psoriasis, eczema, dermatitis, urticaria, which are the autoimmune diseases. We see a history of stress. that plays a major role. Hence, the subconscious programming is already done. Patient has a habit of thinking about the problems. Of course, the problems are there, the itching, bleeding, pain is there. At the same time, those patients who are relieved, even they are pretty much stressed because of the subconscious programming that the stress factor is still there. In 24 hours, it depends on how much time we spent on thinking. Some people tell me that stress is not in my hand. It is in your hand. Stress is directly equal to how much time you spent thinking about the problem. So, Brahmi is something that helps in this factor, along with some counseling that in your 24 hours, every single day we must take a target of not thinking about the problems. And with the Ashwashan Chikitsa, with the counseling part, we see incurable such kinds of autoimmune diseases, how patients recover. Because it's not always about the medicine, it is about the diet, it is about the thoughts, it is about the lifestyle. Ahar, Vihar and Vichar, all these three affects the mind. So this is something that is very, very important. So Brahmi is a medicine, yes, that cools the brain, keeps us calm and is very useful in psoriasis, eczema. One of the property, it is also said as Kandugna, which means that it is known to relieve itching. So hence in skin conditions we use Brahmi. For irritable bowel syndrome, we see it is a psychosomatic disease, right? The mind is in the intestine is in the mind. That's how Ayurveda explains about Grahani and Pravahika Rog. So for such condition, for the mind, Brahmi works really, really good. Brahmi mainly for the mind related disorder, for the psychiatric conditions, for Ayurvedic psychiatry, Brahmi plays a very, very important role. And Ayurveda famous medicine prescribed across the globe is tablet Sole C Med and syrup Sole C Med. So Sole C of Activate India has Brahmi present in it, which is why this is a excellent medicine used by doctors across the globe. Brahmi is overall used whenever patients need that mental stability, that focus, that concentration. That stress factor is the major factor that leads to a disease. And again, we suppress it with the steroids or with the temporary medicines for some time, but once we stop, we see the spring bounces back if we are just suppressing it. It is our decision whether we want to cure a disease or just suppress the problem. Suppressing it with one medicine, whether it's insomnia, whether it's stress, whether it's anxiety, it is super, super easy. But curing a disease is something that is the need of the hour. And hence we need Brahmi, we need such Medhya Dravyas that cures the root cause. Brahmi is useful right for infants, let's say of 5-year to a 90-year-old patient. For all age group, Brahmi is useful. It has a lot of other benefits, an endless list of benefits that Brahmi has. Brahmi is easily available in Suvarna Bindu Prashan, Saraswat Arishtam, Saraswat Grita. In most Medhya Dravyas, most brain tonics, we see involvement of Brahmi. An extract of Brahmi is always present, which makes it a really potent one. Brahmi is useful for dizziness, Brahmi is useful for insomnia, for recurrent headaches, for double vision, which is due to weakness of the nerves. Basically, we also use Brahmi as a nerve tonic. Whenever we see Vishwachika, which means nervous disorders, whenever we see patients who tell us that, sir, I have tingling sensation, I feel numbness, I feel something is radiating from my neck to the hand or from the lower back to the leg. I have pain radiating downwards. Radiating pain, tingling sensation, numbness. One medicine first that pops up, it is a nerve tonic, Brahmi. Brahmi is an excellent nerve tonic and immediately we see patients getting relief. Of course, if the disease is big, we need the Samir Pannak, we need the Ekangavir, we need the Mahavat Vidvans, we need the Ortho C Med tablet. We need these combinations which are excellent nerve tonics. So depending on the disease, the herbs, the treatment protocol is decided, but overall Brahmi is an excellent medicine and it is available in juice form, in Grita form as Brahmi Grita. It is available in tablet form, it is available in powder form, it is available in various syrups. It is a commonly used medicine. There is this herb which is present everywhere in India, so one must know about the benefits of Brahmi and one must use it on a daily basis as per the need for best result. There are endless lists and in-depth knowledge about Brahmi. It is an excellent herb. Talking about the chemical constituents, it is rich in ascorbic acid as well. So this is all about Brahmi. Any doubts, any questions, let us know in the comment section below. Until next time, from Jyovis and the team, look impressive, be progressive.